Welcome to the Hawley Area Community Show. I am Kristen Kreil, and we are here at the Hawley Library with Joy Becker. Welcome to the show, Joy.
Thank you, Kristen.
Yeah. And last time we met with Joy was in January when she shared some winter events that the library had happening. We're here now that it's hopefully will be springtime soon. So what kind of events do you have coming up this spring at the library?
We have some really great events coming up this spring. Most of them are adult orientated, but there's some really great things I hope folks will come out for. The first one is next week. We're going to have the Otter Tail County Historical Society out to talk about the Kirkbride building, the old state hospital building in Fergus Falls.
Okay.
Talk about the history of it and the building itself. There isn't a viable option for that building right now, so hopefully it'll incur some interest. And folks will have maybe come up with some great plan for the new building before they go ahead with the demolition projects. But that's on Tuesday the 26th at 6:30. And then we've always got our book discussion group going on. We're going to be doing one of the National Book Award winners in April, Louise Erdrich's The Roundhouse.
Okay.
So I would encourage folks to pick that book up and read it and come and discuss it with us.
Can you tell us a little bit about what the book is geared towards? Or
that book is set in North Dakota on the reservation. Most of Erdrich's books are have to do with the reservation life. And there's a murder and there's some history, and it's set around a high school student's reactions to what's going on and how his family deals with some of the issues and things on the reservation.
It's a little suspenseful and
it's kind of a little slow moving, but it's a little dark, and but it's really well written, and well thought out. So I think folks will enjoy it.
All right.
So that's on the 16th at 6:30.
Okay.
And we've got another genealogy class with Dr. Verlin Anderson coming up. He's a retired Concordia professor, and we had him back a few months ago, and he was so popular. Folks were asking me before the end of the program when he was coming back. And he's going to come on the 9th of April at 6:30. He's going to be talking specifically about the land entry records that folks would have had to file to homestead their land. They're pretty extensive information on themselves and their land. So it's things that people may not be aware of that they can get access to. So he's going to come and tell us how to do that, along with some other things. But he focuses mostly on Scandinavian research, so it's kind of perfect for this area.
Yeah, so if people have more questions about genealogy, I'm sure he'd be able to help them out and direct them to the right.
He's very knowledgeable. Come with your questions and what you're looking for, and he'll be able to help us out.
And you said that was on April 9th? Okay.
At 6:30.
All right.
And we also have another author visit. Carol Engelhardt is going to be coming. And he wrote a book called The Farm at Holstein Dip. It's about it's kind of a memoir of his growing up. He grew up in Iowa in a small town and a small farm in the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
And if anyone's interested in that type of history or Midwestern history on a farm in that era, this is a really great book. He'll be fun to listen to as well. He's a retired Concordia professor as well.
Okay, so he's local from the area. And, all right.
And another Minnesota history presentation from the history players that come up from the Minnesota History Center in St. Paul. Vicki Wendell's going to be coming and doing a fashion expo for us between the 1850s to the 1920s is what her focus is.
Okay.
And she usually comes in costume, and she's so funny. So I'm really excited to see what she has this time.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break, and we will be back with Joy to discuss more of the events at the library. Welcome back to the show. We are here with Joy, and she was sharing some upcoming events that the library has. I hear there's a couple others that are coming up in April.
We're pretty excited to be the world film premiere for Vinland. It's a short film put out by Rita Fox, and it stars some local folks. So on April 30th at 6:30, we're going to be premiering that film here at the library. The director and some of the actors are going to be coming to talk about the film and how the library played a big part in making the film come together.
Okay. Is it local residents from the Hawley area?
Yep, there's 3 local actors from Hawley.
Okay.
Who folks will recognize, but I can't divulge their names just yet.
Ooh, top secret.
Yes, top secret for now, but I'm sure it'll be in the little promo information. But we're really excited to have her come.
Okay. What is the show about?
Vinland is kind of a horror, history, humor mix, and she didn't tell me a whole lot about it other than that it was suspenseful, but I know that a couple of the actors are kids, so I don't expect it to be terribly scary. So I think it's good for all ages, and I think it'll be really fun.
All right, yeah, it sounds good. So it has some secretive element to it that.
But it's fun to have a film premiere in Hawley. That's just exciting anyway.
Yeah, that's very cool. So there's also a Food for Finds I hear coming up.
Yes, Food for Finds is coming up again in April. I think it's been about 3 years since we've done that, and the food is collected for the food bank. Folks can bring in any non-perishable, unexpired item to relieve one of their $2 late fees. So one item per $2 late fee, and we'll collect them through the month of April. It doesn't apply to lost book fines and things like that, but it does.
Other fines, it does. So
late fees,
so you
can get them wiped out.
Yep, so you can get your fines paid and help out some local residents with some food.
And feel free to participate even if you don't have late fees. If you want to bring in things for the food shelf for Reach, that would be just fine.
Okay.
Encourage folks to do that.
Yeah, sounds great. So that will be happening during the month of April.
During the month of April, yep. And I do want to mention too, we've got another exciting thing that came out that folks may not be aware of yet. I know folks are aware of the ebooks and the audiobooks that they can download on their phones and iPads and things. We've also got an app called Zinio now that there's like 100 and some magazines you can download onto your app. It doesn't matter if anyone else has checked it out. They're always available, so you can get the most recent issues of like People or Good Housekeeping, or if you're into all those recipe magazines, it's perfect because there's a ton of them on there. There's also National Geographic and Reader's Digest and things like that that they can download and read just like they're reading the glossy magazine on their tablet or their phone.
Okay, so how do people access that? Do they go to the library website?
If you go to the library website, it'll walk you right through downloading that app and setting it up. It's a little tricky to set up because the Zinio app actually will take you out to the Zinio store so you can buy any particular magazine, but you want to go through the library portal because those are free.
Okay, and when you check out a book, is it does it expire, or do you have it?
The magazines don't expire. The books do, but the magazines don't. They'll stay on your device until you're ready to delete it, or if you want to keep it forever, you can do that.
All right, sounds good. Is there anything else that you would like to share? Maybe the hours and just a reminder of the regular events that are happening here at the library?
The library is open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 2 to 8, and Thursday and Friday from 10 to 6, and Saturday from 10 to 2. We have our normal story time hour on Friday morning at 10:30, and the Knitters and Handcrafters are meeting on Fridays at 1.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much, Joy. It was wonderful to hear about some happenings at the library, and if people have any questions about the e-readers, I'm sure they can...
Yep, just stop in.
Yep, and you can get some help with that. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.